Hello folks, welcome back. Today we're going to have a full walkthrough of Tradingview. Tradingview is a charting tool that you need to get familiar before you start trading. Today I'm going to take you through everything that you need to know regarding Tradingview, from sign up to drawing and charting, and everything else that you need to be learning, understanding regarding Tradingview. So let's begin with how to sign up. So this is what you should do. Go to your browser and search up Tradingview and click on Tradingview. And this is how it looks like before you start making an account. I'm going to walk you through all of these. Like, if you see, they have different products here. You can go for option building strategy, have economic calendars, heat maps, screeners. I'm going to take you through one by one when we get there. And right now we're just starting with how we can get to sign up and how we can get started. Okay, so if you just hover your mouse around these, you'll get to know what products they're offering. Like, there are screeners, heat map, economic calendars, options, etc. And then you have community, where you can paper trade. You have everything neat in one place, and then you have trade ideas established by different traders, and you have educational ideas, and you have scripts where you can create your own indicator, and you have different markets. Here you see you have stocks, ETFs, cryptos, forex indices, futures, bonds, economy, everything you can find here. And news, you can get news up to date for stocks, cryptos, ETFs, etc. And you can connect your broker with Tradingview and trade from here directly. And then you have Help Center, downloads for business and company, etc. And if you want to search up without signing up, you can just go for Bitcoin and you can click on it, and you'll have the chart. All right, and we'll go back. And if you want any tutorial on how to navigate through this, you can watch this, and you can click on this and explore the features. And here you have market summary, editor picks. Here you have different ideas published by different traders, and you have top stories. These are news. And scroll down a little bit. All of these ideas are published by different traders, and these are trending stocks, and these are the stocks with high volume and most volatile, and stock gainers, losers. And you have US stock news, world stocks, world's biggest companies, largest employers, and you have stock news, ETFs, community trends. All of these that we talked about in the beginning, all of these are published by different people. And these are the top gainers, top losers. Okay, you'd be able to see all of these information if you scroll all the way down. You'd be able to see bond data, and then community, pine scripts, educational ideas. Like, these are different educational ideas published by different traders. And then you have video ideas if you want to learn. And this is where you can connect your broker with Tradingview and start trading directly from Tradingview. And these are testimonials, and if you can just go through all of these if you want to. So this is like the beginning before you get started, or before you sign up. If you want to sign up, click on this, click on sign in. You can sign in with Google, or you can sign in with your Apple ID or email, LinkedIn, Yahoo, Twitter, and Facebook. Okay, so you'd be able to sign in with any of these if you have an ID already. So once you sign in, this is how it's gonna look like. Okay, so let me go through one by one. Here, this is, I told you how to sign up, and we talked about different plans. Oh, did we? If you go here, was it here or somewhere else? It is here. These are the different plans. Initially, when I started trading, I didn't have a paid plan. I went for a premium after I got familiar with Tradingview. All right, so initially I was using the free one, and right now I use I think I used this one or this one, I don't remember, but I think I used one of these. But initially you don't have to spend that much on subscription. You can just use the basic plan, okay? Okay, coming back to once you sign up, this is how it's gonna look like. So now let's talk about, okay, so the tiers we talked about and the discounts. Okay, even though this is not a sponsored video, I have a discount code that you can use if you want to take some offer on Tradingview. There's going to be a link in the description. If you want any offer on Tradingview sign up, you can go and make use of that. Okay, and how to add a token and how to create a watch list. Now, before we get in there, let me talk about a few things that you can get familiar with. This is dark mode. So this is light mode. Whatever you're comfortable with, you should be able to do that. I like it light. I don't like it dark because I kind of feel like it messes up with my head. And no, this is chart settings, okay? Right here. Click on that. And if you want to change the appearance of the candles, you can go here and you can change the color of the candles. You know, when it is red, I tend to panic a lot. So that's the reason I have my candles in green and black. You could have however you like. So this is where the symbol is where you can change the color of your candles. And then if you want to change the canvas, you can go to gradient and you can go for something darker or lighter or something like that, okay? Or you can go for solid colors and you can choose like that, or you can choose like that, or you can choose like that. It depends on what you like, okay? So this is how I like it. You choose however you like it, okay? And then the next thing is we're gonna talk about how to add a token and how to create a watch list, right? So now you see this, right? So click on that and you'd be able to see all of these. So here I have different watch lists, right? See, all of these are my watch list. You can create new watch list by clicking on here. Create new list and say small caps, okay? Now you have to add tokens here. So now let's say you want to add a small cap to this one. So this is how you add. Click on this, type in the name of the token that you want to add and click on the plus. That's how you add tokens and that's how you create watch lists. If you click on this one, you'd be able to access all of your watch list. So this is how you add a token and create a watch list. And if you click on this, it opens up. If you click on that again, it goes away, okay? How to create a watch list and sort. Okay, so now let's talk about sorting. Okay, so this one is the symbol of the token or the stock that you're trading. This is the last traded price, and this is the change percentage. And you can add volume if you need. Okay, that's gonna give you more information. And if you don't know, you know, when you start trading, you wouldn't be familiar with the ticker symbol, so you're gonna add description if you need it. Okay, don't need it, you can just have the ticker. Okay, so sorting, let me explain what sorting is. Like, if you see percentage, okay, so you'll get to know what is pumping and what is not. And if you sort by volume, you know which token has high volume and which one doesn't, okay? So this way you'd be able to tell which one is gonna go up higher or which one is gonna go lower, okay? You know, for example, let me tell you, you see sorted by volume, right? You see all of these tokens with high volume are meme coins, okay? Which means it is either gonna dump or gonna pump. How do you determine that? If majority of them are dumping, that it is with high volume, it's gonna dump harder. See, all of those with high volume are meme coins, right? So why? Because the meme coin holders don't have the conviction to hold them longer. They don't believe in crypto. They're just here to make quick money, okay? So that's the reason they sell aggressively whenever the market drops. So that's how you determine which token to pick, and that's how you sort it. Okay, so this is how you sort, and this is how you go through the watch list. Now I'm going to talk about alerts. So now see these triangles on the right? So when the price crosses a certain range or a certain number, you need to be notified, because you wouldn't be able to look at your chart 24/7. That's exhausting, right? So you should be able to see when the price reaches a certain range. For example, I tell you Solana is going to $89 to $100, and let's say you're working full-time and you want to buy at $110. Okay, so what do? You're gonna set an alert at $110, and when it reaches, you're gonna go buy it, right? So let me explain, just before that, I need to tell you something. Like, click on the settings, and this is the crosshair thing, okay? And that's what it is. When you hover your mouse here, you'd be able to see the plus sign when you go here. Click on that and add an alert, and the alert is generated. When it gets here, you're going to be notified. And look at this. You click on this clock kind of thing at here, okay? And click on that. And these are all the logs that you have currently. And these are the alerts that are active. And then let's go to the next topic, that is appearance. So how do you like it? Click on this one and go over all of these. See, I told you if you want to change the body of the candle or the borders or the wick, you'd be able to change all of those, okay? And precision, default, and then your time zone. This is something that you need to know. No matter where you live, you need to have your clock timing as New York, because most of the markets operate around New York time, okay? So at all times, you need to have your time zone at New York time. And then status line, and then you have all of these value. You can check in or uncheck if you need it. And these are different things that you can add. On date, you can add. If you indicators to show, you can. And then if you want to change the canvas, you can. And trading. If you are trading, connecting your broker here, you'd be able to place an order from Tradingview, and these are the ones that are going to enable you to help you place an order. And then events, see, you can enable and disable, and if there are any events like FOMC or the federal funds rate to be released, it is going to show you on your chart, okay? And then alert lines, it's going to show you like that. I don't like it like that, so I remove it. And if there is a notification, it's going to show. And if there are any latest news, look, you click on that. See, if you click on that, you'd be able to see different news for Solana too, okay? So you need to enable all of them or disable all of them if you need it. And another one regarding the appearance of it is click on this one. See, right here, click on that. And you'd be able to make some changes. See, this is regular, and if you want this one, sorry, so okay, let's go one by one. Auto is, it fits to the screen, and then you have log price to bar ratio, you have invert scale, you can have regular, you can have percentage, you can index to 100, and you have logarithmic chart. If you're looking at higher time frame, if you are an investor and if you're looking at higher time frames, you can go for logarithmic charts, okay? And then if you want labels, you can mark it. If you want lines, you can mark it. And all of these can be changed here. And this is where you should go for if you want to change all of these, okay? And the time is going to show you here, no matter where you live. This is the time that you should be referring to. Like every time I talk about time, people ask me, are you talking in EST, or what time are you talking about? Whatever any trader, they always refer to New York time, because the world revolves around America, okay? I'm just kidding. But that's true though. Okay, we talked about appearance and mode. And now we're going to talk about different types of candles. Okay, so here, okay, before that, let's go to the time frame. Okay, so if you go, so this is the ticker symbol. This is where you go and switch different symbols. If you want to open up a different chart, BTC, you type in BTC USDT and you go to this chart, and then you go to Solana if you want to check in Solana. Okay, so this is how you change the tokens. And here you have the time frames. Okay, if you let's talk about that a little later. This one is 1 hour. You can go to daily time frame, you can go to 4 hour, you can go to 1 hour, you can go to 15 minutes, like whatever time frame that you normally trade. You can click on these and find out the different time frames. Okay, and then if you click on this candle, there are different types of candles. Okay, so look at this. If you go to this one, it's gonna show you hollow candles. What do you mean by that? See that? It's different from, you have solid and hollow candles, and then you have volume candles. It's gonna show you, look, this is thick, this is skinny. So it's gonna tell you which candle has volume and which one doesn't. Okay, so for example, if you see, at this top you had a thick red candle, right? It just means that it is just getting weaker at the top. This was a sign for you to get out of this market. Like I exited here, right? I use different measures, but this is one of the factors to consider if you're trading or investing at the top or at the distribution. You tend to see a lot of thick volume candles. And then you have line chart. If you don't want to see a lot of candles, this one just gives you an idea of where the trend is headed. And then you have line with markers, and then you have this one if you need it, if you like it like that. Majority of them use normal candles. Okay, so if you want to use any of these, you can just go ahead and do it. I don't really use any of these, but if you're analyzing higher time frame, you'd be able to see where the market is headed. See, this was bullish until here. Once it went below it, it is bearish. So this is what you need to understand. If you're using all of this, these help you make a decision if you're an investor. And then you have column charts, and then you have high and low chart, and then you have footprint chart. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't really use any of these. Okay, I just use this candle sometimes because it smooths out the price action. Let me show you the difference. Okay, so you see all of these are red candles, right? If you go normal candles, it's not going to show you like that. See, this is going to show you red, green, red, red, so you get confused. So if you just want to know where the trend is, click onto Heikkanashi. It's going to show you the trend. Go to 4 hour. See, the trend is mostly bearish, right? So if you go to daily, even though the candles are going to show you bullish, bearish, all of those candles on the daily, this right here is going to solidify your bias. Okay, if you're bearish, it's just bearish all the way through from the top to the bottom, right? And I often, and then I use Renko sometimes whenever I'm doing Elliott waves. Okay, if you go to 4 hour, okay, let me explain that. This one shows you the wave better than anything else. Okay, as you can see, go to, we can talk about how you can draw Elliott wave and all of those later. Right now, as you can see, they have showing you impulse wave. Okay, see, 1 2 3 4 5, all of these waves are marked out. If you see normal candles, you wouldn't be able to see it like that, like it is just scattered, right? But if you go to Renko, you'd be able to draw these impulse waves so effectively because it's just gonna, it's smoother. Okay, it shows the waves better. And then you have line chart. I don't really use it at all. If you want it, you can use it. Then you have khaki. I don't even know if people use it. And then you have range. So basically I just use normal candles, or I use Heikkanashi for analysis. That's only charts I use. Sorry, kind of candles I use. Going back to here, how to draw trend lines and different patterns, right? So now on the left side, you have different things aligned, right? So go click on one by one. Now let's see, this is a cross, right? If you click on that, see there is a cross that is appearing on your screen, right? Instead of a mouse, you have crosses, right? And then you click on dot, and it's gonna be in a dot. And then if you click on an arrow, it's gonna just show you an arrow. And if you click on eraser, it's gonna erase whenever you're drawing something. And then I don't know, I've never used this before. It kind of looks fun. I don't know, I just use cross. Okay. And then click on this one. This is you have different drawings, and if you want to click on trend line, you can you can draw a trend line. Just choose point A to point B, and you can draw trend lines. And then you have array. It's gonna draw array for higher time frame. And then you have extended line, trend angle, horizontal line, horizontal ray. There are different tools that you can work with. Okay. And if you want to use parallel channel, you can just gonna show you a channel. Okay, so yeah, this channel is broken, you can take a position, so you can draw a channel like that. And then you have different tools that you can use: regression trend, flat top and flat bottom, and disjoint channel. And you have, I'm going to talk about all of these tools later when we go to different in a different video, but that's not the topic for this video. Okay. And then click on this. You have Fibonacci retracement, trend based extension, fib channel. So let me tell you something, like if you want to add it to the favorites, you can add it to favorites, and it's going to show up here. You don't have to go and explore all of these. You can just add all of those to your favorites, and you can add them from here. And you have time zone, speed, resistance fan, and fib spiral. I'm going to take you through all of these tools in different sections, okay, in different videos. Right now we're just going through Tradingview. So just get familiar with what these are, okay? And then you have Gantt box, Gantt square, fixed, Gantt square, Gantt fan, etc. And then you click on this one here. You have draw harmonic patterns, and then you have cipher, head and shoulders, and then you have Elliott waves, and these are cyclic lines, time cycles, sine lines, etc. I'm going to take you through all of that in different video, okay? And then this is an important topic. Everyone keeps asking, what is entry, what is stop loss? So you can't be asking me that anymore, because I'm going to teach you how to what that is. Okay, so this is a long position. So if you just like that, it is marked out on the right. The green one is your target, the gray one is your entry, and the black one is your stop loss. It's going to mark it out on the right. Okay, so if you have a long position, this right here is your stop loss, this is your target, and this right here is your entry. Okay, so and this one shows information like what is open, profit and loss, risk reward ratio, etc. Okay, and then you have forecast. Okay, what is forecast and bars pattern? Let me explain that. So this is all fractal. Okay, you click on this one to this one, and then you can extrapolate those information for the future. So let me do an example of how it works. Okay, even though history is not going to repeat itself, I'm going to show you something that you need to get familiar with. Okay, so this one, and go to the daily chart. This one is distribution, and this one is accumulation, right? So here, in this distribution, click on this one and click on the bars pattern and choose the distribution range. And if you throw it on to the current range, you can literally see the exact same thing happening right now. Okay, so even if you go to the smaller time frame, you'd be able to see it even better. Okay, so the distribution happens exactly the same way. See, initial spike, and then it went up, and then it started going down like that, right? So the distribution is exactly similar. Okay, in when I was a beginner, I used to call it five-headed snake. You know, in Indian mythology, they talk about a five-headed snake all the time. It looks similar to that. Whenever that snake does a the five head is gonna kill everyone. No, that's how the Indian people believe. Okay, so this one looks exactly like that. When it shows up its head like that, it's gonna dump everything. Okay, so that's whenever I see this on the lower time frame or higher time frame, I just run away from it. So all you need to know is that the distribution looks exactly like that. Like if you extrapolate that information here, if you copy this and paste it over here, you can find exactly how it's gonna behave. Okay, and that is forecast. And then projection, you have VWAP, and then you have fixed range, volume profile, anchored volume, and price range. Here you can measure, and you have date range, you can measure how long it's been, and then you have date and price, and then go here and you have brush, and I can draw and show you this is what is happening. Sorry. Oh, I was gonna, okay, sorry. So this is how you draw, and then highlighter, and these are different drawings that you can make on the chart, like a rectangle, if you want to draw order blocks, etc. And then you have text and price labels. You can something like, if you want to teach your followers, like, this is how it's gonna be. So you're gonna say this is head and shoulders. You can type in and I'll show them this is what is happening on the chart. So if you want to add those information, you can add all of that. You can add an image, you can put a signpost, you can post and post an idea. And if you want to have some fun with it, you can add all of these emojis to it. Okay, and this one is to measure. Okay, and then you have zoom in and zoom out. Then you have magnets. If you click on this magnet and draw a trend line, see, when you normally draw a trend line, it's just going to connect everything. If you draw a trend line with a magnet, it's just going to connect with the open, high, low, and close. Okay, think close only. And then you have, you draw and you want to lock in, you click on that, and then you don't want all the drawings to be deleted, so you click on the lock of your drawing. And then you don't want, let's say, like, you have a bunch of drawings here and you don't want all of them to be showing. If you're teaching someone, you can click on that and it's going to hide all your drawings. Okay, and you can add links. New drawing will sync in layout, new drawings will sync globally. Okay, so this is to sync your drawings, and this is to remove all the drawings. Okay, and then coming back to this, how to add an indicator. Okay, so click on this one, indicator, and let's say you want to add moving average. Okay, so this one right here is let's go for exponential moving average. Click on that and it's going to be added here. Okay, click on that, and these are your EMA settings. Click on the settings of the EMA, click on that, and you'd be able to change it to 100 or 200 or whatever that you are using. Okay, and that's how you add an indicator. Change timing. We talked about the time frames to trade already, right? So you can go for daily, 4 hour, 1 hour that you're comfortable with and know what you're trading. And then we talked about the news already, like where to see the news. Like, here you see, click on, sorry, I'll talk about that a little later. Like, you can click on this one and you can find out the news, and you can find out, you can chat with people, and you can click on ideas, published by other people, and notifications here. If you just, oh, I'm sorry, oh, my chart is ugly. So you can go and find out all of these onto your right. And then we talked about news, we talked about all of those panels, and okay, so another one is so the next topic is how to paper trade, and the next one is backtest. Okay, so if you have a strategy that you're working with, you can test your strategy here. Okay, you can load your strategy, you can add different indicators, and you can backtest. So what is backtesting? Let me see. So now let's say you're using moving average strategy. Okay, you're using exponential moving average, and you are trading 8 EMA. Okay, So you load your strategy. So this is one of the strategies. These are different strategies, okay? I don't really use indicators at all, so I forgot how to use it. I'm sorry about that. So this is how you test your strategy, okay? So this is channel breakout strategy, and these are the number of closed trades, and this is the percentage it's profitable. So you can use your strategy and you can test if it is working or not, okay? This is how you test your strategy, and this is Pine Editor. You can click on this and write your own indicator. And if you want to pay per trade, you can click on this one and you can start pay per trading. And before you get familiar with trading, you should start with pay per trading first before you start trading actually, okay? And how to compare. Okay, so you want to compare Bitcoin with that of S&P. Go to S&P and click on this. You can click on this one. See, it's gonna show you the correlation between S&P and BTC. See, this is heavily correlated, right? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes, see, it was dumping and it was going up. It happens very occasionally. Most of the time, it is heavily correlated. Okay, and then how do we talked about the ideas. So the screeners are a topic for a different session because that needs to be extensively covered, because I really like the screener section of Tradingview, because you'd be able to do a lot of things on Tradingview with screeners. Okay, if you go to home, you see products and click on screeners and crypto coins. I use this extensively, okay? You'd be able to get a lot of information from the screeners, and you should be using it every day. That's what I wanted to tell you. You can't sleep on this one. I'm gonna take you through the screener on a different day. We're gonna talk about it, but right now, I think we're good enough with the Tradingview tour. In the next session, I'm going to take you through the screeners and I'm going to tell you how you can choose a token to trade, okay? So I hope this session helped you. In the next session, we're going to go over different screeners, and we can talk about trading again. The trading strategies. And thank you so much for listening to this completely, and I hope you enjoy your day, and thank you. Bye.